We're going to have a Earth Week concert here. Earth Day was last Saturday. I'm calling it still part of Earth Week. And we're going to start with a song about a tree in my yard. And it's a very special tree. My son Andy and his wife Asia gave it to us when we moved into this house. And right now there are tiny little nectarines on it. The pink flowers are gone. We have little nectarines. And we're going to start. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini. It's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been. If you've tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. We love nectarines, so we got ourselves a tree. Put it in the ground, excited as can be. 2 whole summers came and went, no nectarines in sight. And then this spring the nectarines were growing left and right. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini. It's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been. If you tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. One day as I sat admiring the tree, something crept up slowly, quiet as can be. A bushy tail jumped on a branch, I saw a swish of gray. And as he took a bite of fruit, I swear I heard him say, Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini. It's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been. If you tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. Suddenly he saw me, and not sure what to do. He held onto the nectarine, trembling through and through. I knew I had a choice to make, I made it then and there. We got 100 nectarines, I guess that we can share. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini. It's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been. If you tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. Apricot-yaddy-yaddy, apricot-cot-cot. There are lots of fruit that I almost forgot, got. I love them all, they really hit the spot. Apricot-yaddy-yaddy, pomegranate, Annie, Georgia, peachy, avocado, wado, nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. Woo! Nectarines. Yes, indeed. Nectarines. Oh, they'll be coming around. We'll be singing that song again in June. Yep. I think in mid-June is when we'll be singing that song again. And I'll hold the nectarine and I'll show it to you and I'll say, oh, yummy. Takes about 2 months for them to get their act together. But yeah. Hey, Stephanie. Yes. Okay, let's see. And Jan, nice to see you. And Dawn, happy to see you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so this is just a celebration of all things natural. So, are you guys working in your garden yet? Have you prepared the soil yet? I know some places, it's late April, you can still get snow in places. So maybe you haven't gotten there yet. But I played with this video that I did on morning visits, and now we have it for this. Pick out the spot where you're gonna dig. A garden doesn't have to be that big. Just grab your favorite shovel and stick it into the dirty dirt. My hands love it, can't wait to start breaking the dirt clumps all apart, pulling out the roots and the roots till all that's left is the dirty dirt. The earth and the rain and the sun all know how to work together to make things virtue, working in the dirt's a virtue. Choosing what to plant is really fun. Marking out the rows, here we come. Dropping seeds one by one right into the dirty dirt. Start digging. Keep the soil wet for a couple of days. When the seeds are ready, they make their way. Sending little shoots up to meet the rays of the sun. Here they come, laying out a garden. All you need is some dirt, some seeds, and the mystery of how a head of lettuce ever comes to be right out of the dirty dirt. Sure is mysterious. How the heck does it happen? I don't know, but I like it. The earth and the rain and the sun all know how to work together to make things grow. We just have to get the garden ready to go. A little earth will never hurt you. Working in the dirt's a virtue. Choosing what to plant is really fun. Marking out the rows, here we come. How a head of lettuce, cabbage or beans, potatoes, tomatoes, collard greens, pumpkins and carrots ever come to be right out of the dirty dirt. It may not be pretty, but I know by now you heard me. I love working in the dirty dirt. Woo! It's about that time to start getting your shovel out and digging around. We actually have a couple of celery plants in the ground, hoping they'll take. I've never done celery before, but yeah. Well, yesterday I took Noah for a little walk up on the mountain. Not this mountain. This is further up. This is way up, but just up behind our house, and there were all kinds of flowers growing that I'd never seen before. I mean, it's spring, so there's flowers, right? There's lots of sage blooming, and there's all these little flowers, but I found some plants I'd never seen flowering before, probably because we had so much rain in California this year. And it was so exciting to see flowers I'd never seen before, because I do that on my hikes. I'm always looking for flowers. And when you go out today on your walk in your neighborhood, right, just walk around the house or even around your yard, look for the little flowers that are growing, that are starting to come up out of the ground. Sometimes we call them weeds, because they're not big showy ta-da flowers that we plant with bulbs, and they're not tulips and they're not roses. Some are little tiny things, but they're white and they're yellow and they're blue, little violets. I bet some of you have little violets coming up. Yeah, I was so excited. Oh, I found new flowers. Yes. Nicole says they're starting a community garden. Whoa, that's cool. That's a great idea. Rose says it's 76 and sunny in Portland today. Yay. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah. What have I got there? I got something there. Hold on a second. Got something on my hat. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, it's not just flowers that are growing. It's you guys. Yeah. I don't know how old you are. Are you 3? Are you 2? Are you 5? Are you 7? Are you 70? Are you 58? Are you 43? Wherever you are. The little ones, you little guys, you're growing like physically in front of us. All of us are growing all the time though. Growing, growing, growing every single day. Not just in the size of you, but in every kind of way. How you move, how you think, all the new words that you say. We're so happy watching as you grow. Boy, is it exciting to watch you grow. It's exciting to watch our friends grow, too. The new words they know, the new ways they have to think, things they're trying. Starting a community garden, that's a new thing. You're learning that, Nicole. How to work with people to get it to happen, how to work with the city, have some space set aside. That's so great. Hey, Mona, good morning, Raina Rose. And the whole family, sending lots of love and hugs from Minnesota. Still chilly here, but you're hopeful that spring is right around the corner. 48 in Cobleskill, New York. Back to cool weather for you. Okay. Stephanie Wheeler, 37. Yes, okay. Still growing, right? Okay. I have to tell you, I was going to have a picture of the screen, but I got so caught up in getting the Dirty Dirt video to happen. And of course, it's kind of happened. Anyway, I want to tell you about something that's on Netflix. And it is just extraordinary. Adults, get your paper and your pen out and write down this simple 2-word phrase and look it up on Netflix if you have Netflix. Moving art. Moving art. It's every one of them is, there are no words. It's just stunning photography of different aspects of nature. Last night we watched the moving art on underwater, and it was just absolutely magnificent. And they're all stunning. And it's a great way to just sort of calm down. Put that on and just watch the magnificence and the incredible diversity of plants on them and animals on this planet. So I want you to take a minute and right now, hey, Julia, in the text or the comment section over there, write in something that you're really grateful about in nature. Okay? Something you're really grateful for. Yeah. I mean, my list goes on and on and on and on. Fresh air. The breeze that blows against my skin, especially if I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt and I can feel the wind blowing across my skin and my little hairs on my skin, right? Cheryl says wildlife. Okay. I love the way wind blows on the water and the little ripples it makes. I saw something when I was in Ohio last week. I went to a wildlife refuge, and it's like, little water, not deep, but like kind of water and there were blue herons flying and lots of geese and ducks and all kind of red-winged blackbirds flying, and I saw a flock of birds fly by, and you know how there may be 100 birds, and they swirl around, and I just love that. And they catch the sun, different angles. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what else. Jan is grateful for his family and his health. Yes. Stephanie, I'm really grateful for the changing of leaves, especially in New Hampshire when they go from green to gold and red. Leslie likes the sounds of water. Bren loves horses. Yeah. Dawn is grateful for the flowering trees of spring and the renewal of abundant spring green tones. Don't you love the spring green colors? Thank you, Dawn. Raina is grateful for birds. Yes, Raina. Birds. We have a mockingbird that's out on the wire in front of our house. He's been singing. He's been singing his heart out. Oh my gosh. He'll do it in the middle of the night. He does it in the morning. He doesn't care. He's just singing, singing, singing. Yes. And just the way they look, the different colors. Let me see. Rose is grateful for when we have sunshine. She's in Portland, so they get some rain and some clouds. The sunsets are beautiful here when it's sunny. It's been a long, rainy season this year, and you are grateful for sunshine, right? Elizabeth in Ohio, grateful for the changing seasons. She grew up in California, and we don't get big changes of season. You know, for us, it goes from, being 85 during the day to being a low of when it gets into the 50s, we're like freaking out, right? Because it's cold. If it goes to 40 during the day, we had a couple of those this year. It was like, oh my gosh, we have to get bundled up to go outside. So yes, I understand. But she's in Ohio now, so she has seasons. Wait a minute. Murmuration. Migrations. The thousands of sparrows that fly together on migration. Murmuration, is that a word? The spring arrival of the hummingbirds for dawn in New York, yeah. We have them all year round in Southern Cal. But boy, if you're in somewhere where it gets really cold and they migrate away and then they come back, isn't that a wonderful sign of spring? Lindsay's grateful for coach Jordan Ruther. He must be a great coach. It's murmuration. I'm going to have to look that up. Can you give us a definition, Stephanie? Murmuration. Yeah. So we're going to sing a song of gratitude to Mother Nature. And I'm going to try and put some of these in. When I wake up and walk outside each day, the earth, the sun, the sky, they just blow me away. I'm so grateful, so very grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hummingbirds. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the thousands of sparrows that fly together in a murmuration. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the change of seasons, from the hot of summer to the cooling down of the fall with all the colors, to the snow in the winter, and then the green where we are right now, the spring green. We say thank you, thank you, thank you for the sunshine. We say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the different kinds of birds. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the horses, and thank you for the flowering trees in spring. We say thank you. Woo! We say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We say thank you for all the wildlife, the raccoons and the possums, and the squirrels. We say thank you, and the coyotes. Thank you, and the bobcats. We say thank you, and the deer. Do you live where there's deer in your backyard? I used to live where there was deer in my backyard. We say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the sounds of water. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for so much. Oh, oh, why, hey, Elizabeth, that's nice. You say hi to your students for me. Mrs. Gibson is one heck of a music teacher. I guess you guys know that, don't you? Her students. Yes. Oh, the sweet tree frogs. You reminded me, Mona. Yes, where we used to live in New York, we had a little pond down below us, and the peepers. I guess maybe it's the same thing. The tree frogs. We call them the peepers. In the spring, you just hear this chorus of yes, the peepers. Yes. In the spring, after a long winter, hearing the peepers, something really, really special. Hey, Melinda. Yay. Well, I think I'm going to sing this to each of you, but I'm going to sing this to Mother Earth. I think you're wonderful when somebody says that to me. I feel wonderful, as wonderful can be. It makes me want to say the same thing to somebody new. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, I think you're wonderful too. If we practice this phrase in the most honest way, we can find something special in someone each day. Lift up the world one heart at a time. It all starts by saying this one simple line. I think you're wonderful when somebody says that to me. I feel wonderful, as wonderful can be. It makes me want to say the same thing to somebody new. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, I think you're wonderful too. When each one of us feels important inside, loving and giving and glad we're alive. Oh, what a difference we'll make in each day. And all because someone decided to say, sing it with me, I think you're wonderful. I think you're wonderful. When somebody says that to me, when somebody says that to me, I feel wonderful. I feel wonderful, as wonderful can be, as wonderful can be. It makes me want to say, it makes me want to say the same thing to somebody new, the same thing to somebody new. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, I think you're wonderful too. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, I think you're wonderful too. I do think you're wonderful. So how are you going to say, I think you're wonderful to Mother Nature today? How are you going to do it? Sometimes it's just by appreciating. We watched that moving art last night on Netflix, and it's the underwater world, and it was just astonishing. And then we took Noah for a walk and around the block, Jan and I, and we noticed everything. Somehow seeing all the majesty of the underwater world made me look at my neighborhood differently. Yeah, so you can say, I think you're wonderful just to nature, just by paying more attention. Yeah. Or by, taking stuff out to the compost pile. I need to do that today. These little chores we do to make the world a little better. Recycling, doing our recycling chores. Yeah, all these things can make a difference. Rose says she says thank you to all her flowers and plants each day. They bloom so much more beautiful when she does. I say thank you all the time too. When I go past my nectarine tree and those little nectarines are going, I say thank you. You're doing so great. And we have a mango tree that's trying its best in Southern California to grow. And I go by, yes, hang in there. You're doing good. We've got little mango flowers on there. It looks like we might get a couple of mangoes this year. I just thank them all. I thank the birds. I thank them. I call out to the mockingbird in the front yard. I say, you are so great. Listen to you sing. You're so magnificent. Right? So we just say thank you. And everything is happier when we say thank you. Whether it's to a tree or to a bird or to a dog or to a friend or to our mom or to our dad or to our sister. Thank you. Mother Nature, thank you for the blue sky and the flowering trees, the dogwoods and the crabapple trees and the fruit trees that are blossoming. Thank you. Thank you for the water that flows through the creek. Thank you for the mountains that are so majestic that I look up at and I just am in wonderment. Thank you for the head of lettuce that you help grow in the garden. How does that happen? It just grows. It knows what to do. It reaches up for the sun and the water and reaches its roots down into the soil to get the nutrients it needs, and then you have a head of lettuce. How does that happen? Rose says when they lived in California, they moved up to Portland a couple years ago, they had a huge redwood tree in their yard, and they would hug it and say thank you. Yeah. Yes. Fall down on the earth and just hug the earth and the grass and the dirt and say thank you. You're so magnificent. Yeah, I know. Stephanie says she doesn't have a green thumb, but makes me want to try. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and if that's not your thing, just thank everything that is growing, that you don't even have to work for. The trees in your yard or on your street, the flowers that are growing up. Just say thank you a lot. Thank you's magnificent. 2 words. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you guys for being with me. And what a lovely way to start my day. Thank you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Go out and take a walk around and see what's going on. Okay? All right. I love you guys. See you next week.